Hi, hello, and good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Paisley. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we have a little day in the life. Just gonna be a basic little what I get up to during the day. These are my most watched videos, so I feel like I'd, provide for the people. These are also really fun to film. We have lined up today. You saw that I did my breath work and meditation this morning. Jack is at work. I actually have kind of a busy day today, just like catching up household kind of thing. My face is so freaking itchy right here. Side note, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know if a mosquito bit me. I don't have a bump there, but it is so itchy. I'm gonna try not to scratch that. It is Tuesday, so I'm teaching a PYO class, which is a Pilates and yoga movement, in about an hour for an online studio from back home in California. Then I'm gonna do a heck ton of laundry. I'm gonna put a load in as I go to the grocery store, get a whole load of groceries because we're kind of running low on fresh produce. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, make myself a smoothie when I get back because we're out of frozen fruit, and finish up on some laundry, probably clean up the room a little bit, do some organizing. The last video that you saw was our Raglan vlog. My first time there. It was so much fun. We had a friggin' blast. Met up with his parents that were already there and his sister, so it was really great to catch up with them. But I wanted to touch base on that because that was a weekend full of indulgence, and it just got me thinking. I started to spiral into this like negative self-talk kind of thing and just feeling really icky in my own body. My self-esteem was like completely plummeting. I thought I would, have a little chatty chat about that, a little honest chat, because I feel like it's something that I need to voice out and be vulnerable so I can internally process it as well and maybe relate to some people out there who maybe have felt the same way as me when you have a weekend of indulgence. And in one of my isolation videos, I opened up about how I have struggled with body image issues, toxic eating habits, and I've been kind of on this road to recovery, and I feel like I've been in a really good place. But then of course I'm human, and those negative self-talk thoughts, or just like negative thoughts in general, always come back. I am wearing PJs, so please excuse my appearance, but just being raw and real with you, this is what the goddess looks like when she wakes up after a meditation. What I wanted to touch base on was the fact that I just put labels on so many things. I don't know. I guess like bad foods and good foods. I hope that makes sense. This weekend, and like nearly every weekend that I've been here, has been like a very social summer. So every weekend we've been at least traveling somewhere or doing something. So obviously we're out of the comfort of our own home, so I'm not able to cook the food, and we're with people, so we end up drinking. And if you know me, like, I don't drink very often. I don't know, I like to drink on occasion, but I think that since I've been out here, I've been doing a lot more, and I just like can't stand being hungover. And I know that you're like, well, no shit, Paisley, everyone can't stand being hungover, but it's like actually a thing for me that I get like angry with myself because I feel like I wasted the day being hungover, because obviously I'm like dead to the world and kind of useless. Just kind of, I don't know, this is gonna be like a really jumbled up kind of like free flow of thinking. Speaking of drinking and being hungover, I think that I just have to recognize that, it's okay to be hungover every once in a while, and it's okay to let loose and have fun. It's good to not have, those structured days all day, every day, and I deserve to indulge. And I shouldn't even put the label of indulgence on there, because then it kind of creates a thought process in my mind that I shouldn't be doing that, or that I need to work harder in order to be able to indulge. And maybe I'm just being extremely sensitive, but this is just a thought process that's been going on in my head. And on Instagram, tying this all together, this super brave woman, she posted a photo of her posing and her muscles were popping and she looked very thin. And then she's like 2 minutes later and pictures were side by side. It was two pictures. One, she was superposed. The second one was like she was just relaxed and her body looked normal and it didn't look like this crazy shredded body. It just shed light that we're so manipulated every single day on Instagram to think that like the bodies that are posed and everything are what's real and what everyone looks like every single day, even in a relaxed position. And I think that that causes a lot of comparison, and comparison is literally like the worst thing that you can do, at least for me, for your mental health. I know that when I was going through my first stages of becoming more aware of my body image and how I was negatively talking about my own beautiful temple, my strong, beautiful temple, that I was comparing myself to these Instagram models. And I just have to say, there's absolutely nothing wrong with showing your physique and posing in a way that makes you feel and look the best. Just for my own mental sanity, I needed to unfollow those people. Nothing against them, it was just an act of self-care. After I did that, my feed became more of this beautiful collective feed of self-love. And you know, of course, when you go on your Discover page, there's still going to be those pictures of Instagram models, whatever. And that's when I find that I get triggered a lot, because I compare myself, especially right after I have a really low-fee or weekend of just indulgence, drinking, you know, partying, whatever, and I'm already feeling so down, angry, and icky. And then I see those pictures of these beautiful, skinny, fit models, you know, working out or whatever, drinking their green juices, and I'm just like, shit, I should be doing that, but I was a dumb bleepity bleep bleep and fat bleep that I needed to indulge. That's just like a really negative way of thinking, and I am now recognizing that that's a pattern for me. And I think I've always known that that was a pattern for me, but I'm really inviting the sense that like there's nothing wrong with working hard for your body. There's nothing wrong with exercising to feel good, or to even exercise to get an aesthetic for your body. There's seriously nothing wrong with that. It's your body, and it's obviously your choice, and you can do whatever you want with your body. And if that means that you see a six-pack and you're like, that's my goal, I'm gonna get a six-pack, that's awesome. But to counter that, as long as you're doing that, or as long as we're doing that, I shouldn't just say you, because I've definitely fallen into this category so many times. I'm falling into it right now with my negative self-talk that I've been going through this past weekend. As long as you are working out to feel good in your own body and your own self, and it's not becoming obsessive, and it's not something that you think about every single day, every single hour, every single minute, and it's not altering your own social life, affecting your relationships, which I know that it has for me, then you're operating out of sense of love, and there's nothing wrong with that. I always say, as long as you're operating out of love, light, and through your heart, I don't see any harm in it. Now I'm trying to shift into this, well, I need to start working out to feel good. I guess that it's okay to indulge is what I'm trying to get at. And it's okay to have a couple weekends where, you know, I have food that doesn't necessarily make me feel good. But then to counteract that, I feel like I'm wasting energy on food, drinks, things that I know do not make me feel good. It's just like this really complicated push and pull, right? Where it's like, I know that these activities are fun and they're cool in the moment, and they're like really exciting in the moment, but then I know that the after effect makes me feel so gross. And it's not just a mental thing where I'm just like, wow, I'm so fat and blah 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 blah, whatever. It's this physical feeling where my cells, like my body's always sore after I drink. Oh my god, my camera's flashing. I'm gonna wrap this up. My body's always sore after I drink. I just always feel gross after I have dairy and gluten, and I'm bloated, and I know that my body is like telling me, like screaming at me, please stop eating these. but I still am. And so I guess I'm on this journey of finding that perfect medium where I'm doing things that feel like an indulgence, and I'm feeling like, wow, I'm like really fulfilling myself and I'm not depriving myself, but I'm also, you know, working towards that healthy state of mind and healthy mind-body balance. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that this can relate to some people, but that's just the journey that I'm going on. So love yourself, and it's okay to indulge, but it's also okay to work hard for your body and to nourish yourself, mind, body, and soul, and to, you know, do the practices that make you feel really good in your body. Anyways, I have about 40 minutes until I start my class. I'm gonna start getting ready for that, clearing up the space, and yeah, do some pyo. All right, I'll talk to you more about this when I'm done and charge this battery. So, okay, I'll check in with you soon. Bye. Oh my goodness gracious. So you might have just saw, oh my god, I'm sorry, excuse the mess. Just finished with my pyo class. That was awesome. It was a lot spicier than I anticipated. That was so good to connect with everyone. So feeling strong, I got a good sweat on, and yeah, feeling good in my body. Cool. Just wanted to check in with you. So now I'm just gonna do a quick little body shower. I have a load of laundry in. I'm gonna throw another load in, just these towels. So yeah, gonna do that and go grocery shopping and make myself some brunch. Awesome. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hello. Just got back from Pack and Save, just unpacked all of my groceries, made myself a smoothie and ate some wasabi pea snacks because I was starving. You can hear the birds out, it's so beautiful. We're surrounded by trees. It is currently 20 past noon, so I'm just going to talk to you as I prep my celery. This will last me for about 4 days. As you know, I have fresh pressed celery juice every single morning. Oh, really exciting too, I actually ended up stopping in Bunnings and I picked up a little plastic, not a little, it's a big plastic container, a big plastic like tub for groceries. It's a lot cheaper to buy plastic tubs that are used for storage rather than buying like veggie troughs, you know, but they're still plastic and they're like those long things. The veggie ones, the specific veggie ones, which are literally like the exact same material, they're just like technically made for veggies and they have the holes already on the bottom. They're like 4 times as expensive as just the storage ones. Ooh, birds are going crazy. I got the storage ones. The storage ones were only, it's like 54 liters, I think. And it was only 10 bucks, like less than $10. It was like 9 something. And then I looked over at the veggie ones, and the veggie ones like smaller than 54 liters, $44. It's like, what the heck? That's so freaking ridiculous. I just got the storage one, and that's my fun story. Little money saving hack. So all you have to do is just drill holes on the bottom, and then you have literally a trough for veggies. So I have some celery propagating and it's finally growing roots. It's been rotting on the outside, so you just begin to peel away the celery. Here, I'll show you. These are my celery propagations, so I do need to peel off the rotting bits. Do you see that? All the rotting bits, I'm gonna peel that off. This one is finally growing. I don't know if you could see roots on the bottom. So I'm gonna pull away the rest of his outer shell and plant him. Same with this guy, he's got a couple of roots going. Let's see, this guy's finally got some roots going, so cool. All of those are gonna be able to be planted. And this one is a newer addition, but he's starting to grow roots, so we'll see if I could plant all of them. That's really exciting. Super exciting. I'm gonna be able to plant them really soon. Super, super cool too. I guess the angels or whatever, the universe was listening to me, because at Pack and Save this week, they had seedlings of coriander. So if you listen to my last few videos, I don't know, maybe it was a video before my vlog to Raglan, I was talking about how I really, really want seedlings for coriander because I use coriander literally every day, and I know that's controversial. I said that in my video before. Coriander is such like a, well, a lot of people don't like coriander. They actually despise it. Anyways, excuse me, I use it literally every day. I put it in my smoothie. If you know Medical Medium, he puts a heap of coriander or cilantro from back home. Sorry, I'm assimilating to the culture. He puts heaps of cilantro in his heavy metal detox smoothie. So I've been doing that for all my morning smoothies. I really honestly love the taste. Jack hates it, but really good for you. Speaking of healthy plants, the plants that I got from Pack and Save, the seedlings that were in the pot, I planted them and they're getting eaten so bad, like not an exaggeration. They're getting like literally demolished. I'm assuming from slugs, because we've had a couple of slugs running about. It's just been a failure. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I really don't want to use pesticides or anything, and I don't even know how to get my hands on pesticides anyways, and that's not my jam. But I'm gonna have to see if I need to like relocate them, or if anyone has any tips on how to keep bugs away from my veggies, because I was really excited about that. So, oh, but really exciting, Jack's mom gifted me and him a big pot. She said she got it from the warehouse, and she got us this one with beautiful mint, basil, and parsley. The mint leaves are freaking massive. I've never seen mint leaves this big before. Definitely not organic, but I was thinking to put them up here because I didn't think it would be eaten so bad, but they're still getting eaten. Dang it. I don't want it to get eaten. So I was thinking of putting the new veggie troughs up here to be away from more pests. Granted, the ones down there in our front yard, they're literally getting like demolished. These, not so bad, they're still getting eaten, but it's not anywhere near how much my other ones are getting eaten. That's my gardening dilemma. I just got some potting soil. I'm gonna propagate these bad boys too. So easy to propagate celery. All you have to do is literally just put it in water and let it grow. And then you'll see, as you saw before, how it sprouts up, and it's really fun, and it's so quick. I'm really excited that it's finally rooting. Long story short, I am going to plant some celery. Very excited. Just gonna continue to prep this. I'm just gonna wash them after I cut them so they can fit in our fridge. I'm sure our flatmates are not really stoked that I take up like half of the top shelf specifically for celery, but you know, you win some, you lose some. That's what you get for living with 5 other humans. I don't know if I talked about me teaching Pio. That felt really good today. It was a lot sweatier than I anticipated. I went freaking hard. Maybe because my energy levels have been pretty good since the weekend, since I had like a big day of rest yesterday and the day before yesterday, Sunday, because I was so hungover. All fun and games, like it's okay to party every once in a while, but as I was talking before in the previous part of the video, I feel like I just need to be a little bit less harsh on myself. But then again, there's no reason to be ashamed of wanting to better yourself and wanting to feel good in your body. And if someone says that like you're body shaming other people by exercising, no, you need to focus on your own health. And I think that I kind of shied away from talking about that earlier today because I don't know, I think that I just want everyone to feel stoked in their body. Of course, it is so necessary to love yourself, and yes, every body is beautiful, and some things are different because of genetics or what have you, but there's nothing wrong with exercising to maintain your health or to better your health, right? There's no reason to shame each other for our bodies and to shame each other for working out. Just do what makes you feel really good. It feels really good for me to work out, so I don't know where, like, I don't even know if I'm gonna put this in the vlog. Maybe I'm feeling insecure about myself for sharing my movement practice and being so active, and there's no reason for me to feel shame in that. It's just my own ego and my own scarcity mindset jumping in and just being afraid of people judging me or people not liking me for what I do. But again, I just have to remind myself that as long as I operate, like I said before, through love and light, I'm doing no harm. Life's too short, and you shouldn't worry about what other people think of you or anything, but at the same time, I don't know. I think that we should all be responsible for our own triggers and not put too much power into other people's actions to affect our own mental health. Granted, like, if people are being mean to you, that's totally not right and that's totally not okay. But then again, why do their voices matter? You know what I mean? All that matters is the love and the support that you give yourself, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself. Dang, that was a huge freaking rant. I don't know what's gonna be put into this video and what isn't. I guess that's just what happens when you talk and cut celery. Here is my plethora of celery. Yum, looking good.